All right, guys, welcome to Wednesday Night Fights. This is the off season. This is 2.9, and I am here with a special guest, Mr. Chris Rausch. Well, how you doing, sir?
How you doing?
Good. And the reason why he's here is he's going to show off one of the upcoming games from our friends in Nicalis. They have Crystal Crisis. So he is the creative director on the game. So can you tell us a little bit about this title?
So Crystal Crisis is a long time coming. It's puzzle combat that a lot of competitive players have been wanting for quite a long time, us included. You know, we're big fans of a lot of the classic puzzle combat games. You know, Tetris Attack, Puzzle Fighter, obviously you'll see the influence.
Did you just say puzzle combat?
I did.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Kyobi is a big fan of the puzzle arts.
Oh, you're in for a treat. You're definitely in for a treat. So you're going to recognize the core formula for the gameplay as something that's kind of similar, and we've really gone and expanded a ton. We have all new moves. We have a lot of stuff going on under the hood for competitive play. You know, scoring, speed tweaks, everything that we've really thought through that was missing all those years for everything else. We're giving you a very early sneak peek. I'm just going to let you know right now.
Okay.
So if we see some bugs or some weird stuff happening, you know, like, welcome to game development.
Hey, you know, Christmas comes early, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
oh, for sure.
Yeah,
yeah. This is going to be like Christmas coming 2 years early.
Yeah, yeah, well, let's take a look. Let's see some of the action going on.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right, so we've got one of the first things you're going to notice, Adam, Astro Boy. Special guest. You know, the Tezuka universe, we got in with licensing that. Was a huge deal for us. We also have Blackjack. It's another big anime character, manga character that they have there. He's facing. Oh,
there's one of the things.
So here we go. We got to freeze. They'll flip it over. The other character you're seeing here is Abon Hawkins from 1001 Spikes. So one of the biggest things about this game is that it's part of a whole Nicalis crossover that we're doing. You know, I saw the title, the Nicalis crossover universe.
Yes.
I hope you like that.
So yeah, like Blade Strangers, which you'll be seeing very soon here. Crystal Crisis is basically a huge breadth of characters from Nicalis games, Nicalis universes. We're also giving you a really special sneak peek at characters that are not in games that we've released yet. So you're going to see characters from potential new IP, things like that. You'll see a lot of cool characters. People don't recognize them. We'll go through them as we see some of this stuff getting played.
Nice.
Basically, the story of this game and its development is actually kind of interesting. I had a development company for a very long time. I go way back with the founders of Nicalis. They came to me and said, hey, we want to do puzzle combat. It hasn't been done in ages. You know, I was excited. I was a huge Puzzle Fighter fan. I was a huge Tetris Attack fan. Puyo Puyo, of course, obviously. You know.
Oh,
Bean
you
Machine.
said Puyo
Bean
Puyo.
Machine.
Did somebody say Puyo Puyo?
Oh, you opened.
I love it. I love that's on cue. Did you say?
You guess I would have to say Kyobi is that is his puzzle game of choice.
Oh yeah.
I like to say I'm nice, but I still haven't won an online tournament yet.
I can say the same thing, but you know.
True.
I would be somewhere in Korea making a lot of money if I could win online tournaments. Yeah, here we got Curly Brace.
Oh, you got
coming
intros.
In. Yep.
Okay.
Story. Intros. You're going to see all that polish level. So a lot of the, you know, you'll see missing effects. You'll see some stuff. Like I said, we're very early here with the look. This is kind of a very special sneak peek. Here's Blackjack. That's the other Tezuka character we have. I think we're going to just cycle through some of the characters and keep moving around and going.
Sure.
So Curly Brace from Cave Story, obviously. We have Quote from Cave Story. We have Balas from Cave Story, which is the best ending boss from the game there. We have a lot of secrets and tricks up our sleeve here. You know, we're going to have a whole unlocking system for a lot of characters. So we're going to give you a sneak peek at a lot of those guys before we have to go, you know, unlock the menu. We didn't want to come in with a demo that we built specifically, you know, with 2 characters, and then everybody's kind of like, all right, we've seen this.
Yeah, you're going to show us the toppings and everything already.
We want to give you that look.
Nice. We really appreciate it.
So when we see these guys jump in and start getting down to gameplay, you're going to recognize the core gameplay. Basically, you match crystals on your game board. And you're looking to chain like colors together. Anytime you get 2x2, 3x, and start building rectangles and squares, you get those super crystals, those big blocks.
Big blocks.
And you're waiting for the light-colored bombs to come down, the bomb gems, and you're going to blow them all up, get a bunch of points, and that's going to throw a bunch of debris at your opponent, dump a bunch of stuff on their head. Where we go from there, we have all kinds of little tweaks to the core mechanics. One of the biggest ones that you're going to see, I showed you a little bit ahead of time, is that you can wrap. You can wrap the gems. So what you see in a lot of games, a lot of classic games, your boundaries, that's it. You hit the left wall, you hit the right wall, and that's it. You're done. In our game, you can wrap around. So the gems come down in 2 pairs, and when you push through a side wall, you'll split them to both sides.
So good.
It opens up so much gameplay. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So what he's saying is that you know how you can only go left and right, and you're confined to that.
Right.
So his wraparound system.
Let's see if we start using it.
He can go out of bounds and split the colors.
You can split the colors. So now you're watching like these gem pairs come down. If they push out to the screen edges here, let's see if we can get their attention and show them a wrap.
Yeah, try to do a wrap, guys.
Do a wraparound.
Do a wraparound. There it is. There.
Push it out.
What the? What?
Yeah.
Oh, and I can't begin to express how much that opens up the gameplay. It's unbelievable. So anytime that you've got that bad color pair coming down, and you're 1 gem away, split it, get rid of it. You're on the other side, and you're all good, and you keep that chain going. We got Solange here from Code of Princess, which is also coming out from us very soon. She's also a major character in Blade Strangers, so you'll see all that. We have her coming on here, fighting with Curly Brace.
Okay, supers?
Supers. Okay. We got supers. Not only do we have supers, we have offensive and defensive supers.
Oh, okay.
So every character has their own offensive and defensive super. An offensive super obviously is going to do a bunch of damage or have different effects on your opponent. A defensive super is going to be something that benefits you. So, for example, Solange has an offensive super. When you drop debris, you'll see that you've got the numbers counting down, like you're probably familiar with. Those will turn into normal crystals after that countdown happens. That's every time a gem drops. Well, Solange can come in here and bounce them all up to 9s.
Oh, dirty.
Just a heads up, the monitor might flicker for you.
Say again?
Oh, yeah, it's a little flicker.
Oh,
it's all
okay.
good. No worries.
Yep. And what we saw right there before that dropout was Curly using her defensive. So she went in there and turned on her own board, used her machine gun to clear out a bunch of her bottom gems and give herself some room. So that was a perfect offense-defense happening right to each other.
Yeah. So you mentioned that each character has a different type of special attack where numbers increase, right, and others drop a lot.
That's just hers.
Everybody
does way different stuff. So for example, Curly went in here and she uses her machine gun, right? You'll see this burst meter filling on the side like a fighting game. It's basically your special meter. You fill up your burst meter. You've got it in 3 stages. A lot of the moves are 3 stages. So if you can fire it off at stage 1, 2, or 3. We also, you have to pump it to use it. So you don't have to, So when you fire off a special move, if you've got a full meter and you know according to the move it's going to be advantageous for me to just use a stage 2, I don't want to waste a whole 3. You go bang, bang. You just use 2. If you want to use all 3, you go bang, bang, bang. And you'll pump the whole meter out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
she pumped the whole thing? Oh.
Yeah, see, so she just pumped through 2 levels here.
Oh, yeah, she's done.
She's going to cut down a few of her rows and redrop a bunch of stuff on their head as counters. So that's going to take away what they were doing and drop a bunch of stuff from the ceiling. So that's her offensive. And her defensive is similar. She just turns around and fires on her own board, she just clears stuff out.
All right, so that's pretty cool. You can offensive supers to, menace your opponent.
Oh, yeah.
Or the defensives to clear your board or give yourself some kind of a even the ground.
Definitely.
Type of thing. Okay.
So, and there are some, man, where they're good when you're ready to throw that controller and your opponent used it on you. Like we have one, Johnny Turbo. That's one of the characters you're going to see. Infamous mascot for Turbo Duo. He's in our game. It's an actual deal. We actually are friends with the guy in real life who was that embodiment, that comic character way back when, who's widely known as like the worst mascot in video game history, which is excellent. You're actually gonna love him in this game. His moves are awesome. He's super funny. It's really great. One of his moves slows you down. So it's like you're dropping through maple syrup, and it disables it disables all your slamming, it disables all your ability to come down fast.
Oh, that's so dirty.
And it's filthy. That's filthy.
So
when it gets put down on you, you're just like, oh man, and then you hate your friends and you don't talk for 3 days, but then you come back and you play all the time again.
Yeah, and then are there drop patterns?
Yes. Yeah,
each
definitely.
character has a different
Each character, when they do their defensive drop. So to back way up to the basic mechanics for some of the viewers who don't understand. Anytime you break crystals, anytime you go and you drop a blue, they're circular. You know, these are the blue bombs that drop on. Anytime you break it on a blue chain or your blue big crystal, all the same colors. Anytime you break something, that creates a certain number, depending on how much stuff you blew up, of debris, blocks that come down on your opponent. So if my whole board, boom, 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 breaks and clears, you're going to get an entire wall, and you're dead.
Oh,
you're
wow.
gone. So basically what happens there is those come down in a certain color pattern for every character, and that's what you're talking about with the drop patterns. Some characters, they'll drop, if you get a full good one, drop a row of red, blue, yellow, green. Some of them are a lot more mixed up, a lot harder to deal with. Because when those numbers count down and they turn back into regular gems, they're obviously going to mess up whatever you were working on, and also not necessarily be in any kind of cool shape for you to work from, depending on how hard the pattern is. Obviously, you get into boss characters and things like that, they have the harder patterns. We have some patterns in here that are kind of funny too. Who knows if it'll stick because it's a little funny. We have a character called Zombie. And his actual drop pattern is a whole bunch of green with red eyes and a mouth. So it actually looks like his face.
He's okay.
Yeah, it looks like him when it comes down. But of course, when it turns normal, you got a whole bunch of green. And if you get that green bomb, you're going to send it right back. So we counter that a little bit with him having really effective supers to do against you. His, for example, like not to just say that we clear out patterns or we drop things on your head. He actually does a thing where he kind of does a zombie breath deal. And he puts a gem in your board that's viral. And it's bad. You can't get rid of it until you blow something up next to it. And if every time you drop something you haven't gotten rid of it, it starts turning everything around it into these viral gems. So it's like the zombie plague spreading throughout the board. We got some really creative stuff going on. Oh, here's the Johnny Turbo character too. Playing against Quote from Cave Story.
Man, okay, so you guys made it a big point to bring a lot of salt, is what we call it, into the matches. Because typically it's like, oh, I broke something big. Here's my crazy drop pattern. Yeah. But it doesn't end there.
Correct.
You know, it just
so if you look at the progression of competitive play, right? It was you and your buddies in an arcade playing Street Fighter 2. If you're old like me, you might have caught a couple Street Fighter 1 games.
Like us. Yeah.
So you look at that, and you look at the progression of the fighting game scene too, like all the super moves, all the new stuff, all the counters, everything that you can do. It's kind of the same evolution, right? So this genre was a lot more simple way back then, and we've taken the same kind of approach to what do we have to add to this to keep up with all these players that are very competitive. Because a lot of the competitive puzzle combat players were fighting game guys, because they understood the back and forth, right? And that was kind of their thing. And then the cool thing about puzzle combat was that you got all those casual players in too. Back in the day playing Tetris Attack or even Tetris, Puyo Puyo Tetris on Switch now, Puzzle Fighter, Puzzle Fighter was so big in my house. And my kids would jump into it, even though they played it when it was even an older game by that time. But I was playing that with my wife. Everybody can jump in on that, and it's such an easy thing to understand once you get like, oh, I just want to match a bunch of colors and then blow them up, and eventually it'll tell me I win and I'm better than you. So we wanted to bring that. That still exists. You can play exactly that way. As a matter of fact, you can play kind of a classic mode where we strip down everything that we have.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my next questions. Like classic.
One of the and that's kind of key to another set of things I'll get into. We have every feature under the sun. We have a full support for online play. We have it's kind of a tournament style there where we give you our new features, but it's all a very even keel rule set. Go out there. You can play casual with your friends and set up the gameplay however you want. You can play the online tournament, and try to get through for the leaderboards.
Did you just say online tournaments?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you can you organize that stuff on your own, but like the settings and everything else that we have there, it's there's kind of the ranked mode and the unranked. And unranked to play with whoever we want. You can organize the leaderboard so you can see who's the best out of your friends, out of your territory, worldwide. We really tried to make it accessible, right? For I hate to use it's a buzzword, right? But accessible for everybody that wants to come in. They can find something so fun to do, and they don't have to understand every little intricacy in the game. But then when it comes to competitive, you know, obviously that's where we're at right now. When it comes to competitive players, they're going to dig in under the hood and realize that we've put a lot of thought into so many little things. The move speeds, the scoring consistency, all these things that were kind of a mystery back in the day, like, oh, how come that one was worth 64, you know, drops on my head, and the other one was only like 40, but it was like 1 gem difference. Like there's a lot of that we've taken care of. The wrapping around and the ability to not be kind of contained by that, the super moves and all that fighting game polish. You know, it's a shame now. You would go back to a fighting game now that doesn't have those big supers with a screen takeover and the custom cameras and all that, and you're like, ah, man, I kind of miss it. You know, I want my big finisher, I want my super finish. And we've got all that stuff too. So and it dazzles, right? Like you take a look at it and let's see. So here's Zombie. We'll see if they go for it and build the super and do the viral gem.
He's doing the thriller.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna see Zombie is a big fan of not thriller, you know, but
he's doing the zombie dance.
All of his moves. Watch as he goes. Everything that this guy does is he's a fanboy for sure. So he's fighting Helen. She's another big featured character from Blade Stranger. She's a Nicalis original. That's one of the characters that we're coming out with to show off kind of some stuff that we haven't revealed yet.
Yeah. So you mentioned a lot of online features.
Yeah.
But one of the most important ones, will it have a lobby system where you have spectators can watch?
So you can set that up. We don't necessarily have spectator yet, but that's something that we are talking about. Like I said, it's real early. We're listening for feedback. This is literally the second time that we've ever shown this game so far.
That's a huge suggestion from us.
Yes,
huge.
Definitely. Okay. so yeah, we do have that whole custom setup with your friend system and everything else. When it comes to ranked play, in terms of like you know, people watching the play or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But you can't jump in a lobby and customize any ranked play. That's all random matchups, all set up like that.
And do you happen to know what net code you guys are going to use for this? Is it going to be delay based, rollback?
So we're looking at a couple. We're on our third one right now. We're honestly right now we're experimenting with a lockstep method because the way that the puzzle combat works is not as twitchy like a fighting game. It's a different scenario. It's all a very controlled set of moves that have happened and everything else. So right now we're looking at lockstep.
So can you explain a little bit what is lockstep?
Effectively, what happens in a lockstep game where you're not needing the split-second decision timing, because when you do a move and you see an attack happen here, what's really happening under the hood is the game is telling you what blocks it's going to drop, what's going to happen moving forward. It's not necessarily that, you know, I tagged you with a hit right there and we need to know that right now. It needs to know what order of things is happening. So lockstep is a method where effectively it's kind of like emulating the control inputs and sending those over. It sends a very, very minimal message to the other player, you know, a tiny packet, very quick. So that's kind of one of the benefits of it, is that we can always keep everything good in order and moving. And it's very, very trustworthy. You know, it's very sound in terms of a system of, with as little info moving back and forth as you have, you're going to get into no problems. There's not going to be any funny when you get into tournaments and you're like, hey, wait a minute, that didn't look like it did on my screen. We'll jump in and see who they pick up next. So we have all that multiplayer local. Right now you're just watching 2v2 matches. That's fine. We have tons of game modes. We have, you know, a campaign where we take you through kind of a storied arcade mode, typical arcade mode where you do just battles up to boss level and stuff. But we're working on right now, and we're not going to show it off, but we'll talk about it. We have that campaign story mode. You're going to play a bunch of different kind of mini games in between fights, you know, where you're going to have score challenges or clear out this board in so many steps, or you know, blow up 32 greens, and you're going to have to work your way through, and then you get to a fight with that character, and then we move on. And we kind of tell a story, this whole story about why all these Nicalis characters are together in the universe. It all has to, it kind of wraps around the cave story world and red crystals, with any players that are familiar with the red crystal that kind of came into effect at the end of the game.
Yeah, registration's going on.
There we go, all right.
So, you got a lot of modes, you got story modes, you got unlocks.
Yes.
Now, in regards to unlocks, so assuming that you get to play, when you open up the game and you start to play, you only have a set amount of characters to start with.
Yes,
and
correct.
Then you unlock others.
Yeah, we got a roster of 8 for you to start with.
8 to start with.
We have 19 characters in the game.
Okay.
So you're going to have a lot to do, a lot to work through and unlock. You're going to do that in different ways. For example, you're going to run through the tutorial that's hosted by Johnny Turbo, you know, and he's kind of a loudmouth. You get through the tutorial, you're going to nice and easy unlock. He's going to be one of the first guys you do if you're learning how to play the game. And then you get through different kind of gameplay unlocks, you know, reach certain scores, beat the game with certain characters. Certain pairs from the same universe might unlock something, you know. And then it goes beyond just characters. We're going to have different skins that you can get for each character. You know, you're going to unlock new bonus colors and everything else. Oh, we got. I think we froze up, but we were watching Isaac, another all-star from the Nicalis universe, Binding of Isaac, obviously. For tons of people know him. So.
A suggestion for anybody that wants to. I mean, the hardcore competitive scene is usually. We're going to run tournaments, right?
Yeah.
So unlocks is very, for us, is very difficult because sometimes, obviously, not all the organizers are going to have time to unlock. So a suggestion would be to add a tournament mode to where if it's obviously not being able to play those characters online, obviously you have to do the work and unlock them yourself.
Sure.
But in an offline setting, if you have a tournament mode, you'll have the characters ready, but you can't play their story or anything. You straight up play.
Makes perfect sense.
1v1.
You miss out on all that experience that you still want to go and play,
Yeah.
you know, but you get a chance to you know, knock out whoever you got because your whole roster's full. Yeah, understood.
There was a puzzle game that I played called Tumblestone that has that kind of function in it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They call it party mode, which unlocks everything, but you don't get single-player progression.
Right.
So that would be kind of cool to see.
Yeah, so that would be cool.
I did notice something, if I could throw a question out there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Go ahead.
So, I noticed if you set a pair horizontal and you drop it and it like breaks into two, you know what I mean? Like when it's on uneven ground, there's like a delay. Is that intentional?
That's basically that timing's kind of built off of some of the classic games. It doesn't hit instant, so that you can kind of honestly, when you watch that, it helps you visually process that, like, that's here and we cascade. And so that's part of kind of a stepping process for when you get into bigger combos like that and stuff breaks and blows up and there's multiple moves, you can process all the things that happen. Bang, bang, it's falling, falling, falling.
Right, that's more of like reacting to the combos and the next progression.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because I was wondering, because in Puyo Puyo, if you separate the pair horizontally, you get a little bit of delay because the pieces are separate.
Right.
So
and it's the same kind of thing. So in Puyo Puyo, that's not just visual. There's a reason for that, so that you can actually process when it happens.
It's also disadvantageous if you think about it, because that's a frame disadvantage.
To some extent, but and what we're trying to do, you'll see we've got like attack visuals and the gameplay kind of separated. So you'll see the split second you blow up gems on the player's board, your character will go into their attack animations and they won't wait. They're not even going to wait for cascades or chain combos like that.
Right.
They're going to start attacking. That's how you're going to build up combos that way, like with the visuals. So the gameplay itself is all specifically timed that way, and their gem release, all of that, it's all very queued up and very ready to go. So it's kind of a mixture of both. You know, you're gonna have that core gameplay still there, and that the visual stuff is going to be reacting a lot faster.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. You know, is you know, these are all like timings and things that we'll get through in testing, and if anybody, you know, comes along and says, oh, we feel like the cascading needs to be faster, we can do that. One of the things you'll notice right away is how quickly all of that stuff is dropped on their head. That's one of the things we've sped up straight out of the gate.
He called out penguins?
Yep. Yeah, this is funny because this is actually Jim Hawkins fighting his own daughter, Tina, from 1001 Spikes.
Okay.
He's kind of a grouchy old man anyway, so it makes sense.
Yeah, so hey guys in chat, if you guys have any questions, please shoot away. Let us know what you guys think. Any features you would like to see. I mean, we can, you know, we're going to watch them play quite a bit of the characters. One thing that got me very curious is the tag feature. So can you let us know how a tag feature works in a traditional 1v1 puzzle combat game.
So tag, you know, like Marvel Capcom, like all those great games where you can tag in opponents. We have a very similar mode in the game. Like playing normal where it's just 1v1, you now have teams of 2. You can custom pick your 2v2s.
Okay.
What happens is you have 2 separate boards for those characters. You might be filling up and choking out, and you're going to, in desperation, swap out to your next character. And they're going to come in with a nice empty board. They're going to pull their super. You're going to get them against the ropes. And let's say, you know, I'm coming in and I'm filling up. I've got a bunch of yellow at the top of my screen, and I'm not getting that yellow bomb. I know that yellow bomb's going to come, but it's going to be a little while. I'm going to swap out for my next character, wait till I see that yellow bomb in the next, swap back in, drop the yellow, blow it up.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
it sounds chaotic.
Forget 1v1. Sign me up for 2v2. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it's awesome.
2v2 sounds
It's a very,
crazy.
very fun mode.
So,
yeah.
and how often can you switch?
Basically, you wait through one move. As
Oh,
long
just
as
one move?
you can't spam it, you can't bang, 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 you know, to try to buy yourself time while we're just
So,
pulling back
I
and
like
forth.
the bang, 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 bang.
It's kind of like Tetris Hold.
To some extent, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very rapid fire. We wanted to keep it quick. We wanted to make sure, you know, if you're in a tag team mode, you don't want to have to wait 20 minutes before you get the green light to pull in your partner. You want that to be a reaction to what's going on in the gameplay. And with the game happening so fast, you can have an empty board. Somebody drops a ton of stuff on your head, and now you're sweating, and you're going to just swap right out and bring in your other guy with a new board. All right, you know, that move was great, but I'm going to put that in the bank back here, and now the playing field's even again in a whole new way.
So crazy.
So if you have garbage on like your back teammate, do the timer gems? I don't know what they're called, but
they'll come right back in the state that they were in. So nothing.
So they don't tick.
Correct. Nothing's going to happen.
Oh.
Nothing's going to happen when you can't see it. So when you come back, you're going to deal with that again.
You know.
Right, so I got a question. Or any chance it would be on other consoles like PS4 or Xbox One?
Right now, we're talking about Switch.
That's right.
That's
Switch.
all we've announced. But if you know Nicalis, of course we have supported other consoles. We continue to support other consoles. Right now, we're focused on Switch. That's what we're talking about for this.
Yep, this is a Switch only game right now, guys. So, but Nicalis does, you know, support other platforms. But of course, send out your suggestions and feedback.
Yeah.
Put it in there, and
Of course,
and, you know,
definitely.
They'll always take the feedback. So.
We listen. We listen.
Yep.
You know, you'll see. Our guys do an amazing job on Twitter. We have a great following. We got a lot of good stuff going on Switch. We have a lot of support on other consoles as well. We have great relationships with those guys.
Yeah. So Nintendo Switch has kind of been knocking it out the park with collaborating with so many different opportunities.
Oh, can I just say thank you for bringing Ikaruga to the Switch?
You definitely can.
My
God. You can personally thank Tyrone Rodriguez for that one.
God.
That was an amazing hookup. And even in the studio, we were mind blown when that came around.
Because like you just get like a third-party stand for the Switch, turn that sucker vertical.
Yep.
So
all right, let's
good.
see who we got. Who do we got coming up here now?
So
Elise, that's another
Elise,
brand new. That's a brand new Nicalis character that you're not going to see in any games yet. That you may very well see in the future.
Okay.
So regarding these supers, right?
Fighting Akuji the Demon, another indie.
Regarding these supers,
yes.
Are there like just a bunch of like general supers, and then like each character has like?
Every single character has a unique offensive and defensive super. No two characters do the same thing.
That's a lot of different supers.
That's a lot of different supers. There are going to be a ton of characters and a ton of moves and a ton of ways that you can really dig in and study and figure out who your main is, you know?
So, like, there's a level 1 offensive and a defensive, level 2 offense, defense?
Yeah, in some cases. So some of the moves, a lot of the ones that we have held off for the bosses are big, gnarly, powerful moves. One of the supers, for example, actually takes your board and your opponent's board and swaps them.
Okay, that's stupid.
Oh, wow.
That's gnarly. So
that's gnarly.
You can be choking yourself out on purpose even as a tactic and swap your board. And likewise, you know, if they drop something big on so the supers will carry through moves like that. So let's say you're fighting with that zombie. Remember I said he has that viral gem. It's just garbage, and it spreads itself. Your opponent puts that viral gem on you, starts spreading throughout your board, and you don't want to deal with it anymore. You build up your super and you swap. And now he has to deal with his own offensive power that's now breaking down on him. So
That is such.
Is this a playable character or
Damn,
just a
dude.
boss or like just a boss gimmick?
It's both, but we
Oh my God.
we balance through cooldowns and things like that. That is insane. That power.
This game is not for the weak of heart.
Oh
No,
no,
it's not.
no, it's excellent. It's excellent.
No.
So you'll get a really nasty cooldown, and we have different build rates for your mechanics. And that particular move, like what I was going to get into, we do have 3-stage supers, you know, where you can fire off a 1, 2, or 3 level version of it to make it stronger. That particular one is a single stage. So you got to build all the way through, then decide when you want to use it because you're going to get a cooldown. But if you use it in the right opportunity, man, it's gnarly.
Wow. Yeah, man, you guys must go through just a ton of balance discussions because that's just so much to handle.
So you might look at this game and think that it's simple. It's a cool story. Like I mentioned, you know, my former development company, we were acquired by Nicalis while we were working on this game. They came to us, said they wanted puzzle combat. We started building it. It actually began as a mobile title, and we kind of all along the way said, you know, we really want to build this up. This is something that's been missing from consoles for, you know, over a decade.
Oh, yeah.
Way longer than a decade. Nicalis acquired the company. We became internal developers. This is the first fully internally developed and published title that we've done at Nicalis, period.
Awesome.
You know, you knew us as a publisher starting out. We got into other developments that we handled ourselves, but like Cave Story 3D, for example, which was handled by an outside publisher. This is the first fully internally developed and published title from Nicalis. And you might think, oh, it's a puzzle game, big deal. Well, after we talk about everything that's in it,
Yeah.
we've been working on this game for 2 years. There is a lot of thought, a lot of thought, a lot of polish, everything that's going into it. We're finally seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, and it's really paying off. A lot of, you know, it's awesome. He's not even playing over here, but every time we talk about a new thing, it's like, wait. Are you telling me? And yes, yeah, we are.
There's a timer I just noticed.
Yeah.
There's a timer. There's a timer right now that we are working with, turning on and off like a fighting game, so we can get into. If you don't want to have matches that are going, you get a lot of really long, drawn out back and forth with 2 good players.
You know, that's actually an interesting idea because as someone who runs puzzle tournaments, I run Puyo tournaments.
Yeah.
Planning Puyo tournaments is a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
You never know how long those matches run.
Yep. And you'll get into that, but you know we also reserve that. You turn the timer off, and we allow you to play through the whole
look,
thing.
he's coloring them.
He's coloring his own gems. Yeah.
Oh, what?
So what happens is he picks his own color. He decides what color he wants to do, and then
Ooh,
and
you're not getting
that hurt.
You're done. You're done. Yo,
There you go.
you're cheap. Is that you? That was him? Oh, okay, you're cheap. I like that. Keep it up. Keep it. Yo, okay, in your opinion, who's got the dirtiest of the dirt right now?
Character-wise, like moves.
Yeah.
Gosh, who would that be? That board swap, man, that's tough to. That's
The
where
board
they,
swap?
Yeah.
So you can
That's
just
tough.
build yourself nonsense and then break. A strategy is build yourself a bunch of nonsense,
Yep.
break the standard stuff, get that super, and just swap it.
And swap it, you know? But here's another thing. You might be playing a character like Elise who sucks out your super.
Oh, yeah.
And she just drained him, and she adds to her own. So if you're playing right, there
Counter.
are balance. There's balanced characters.
Yeah, okay.
Always. So another filthy one, Blackjack. Like I said, you know, we have Adam, Astro Boy, and Blackjack from Tezuka. Blackjack's move, actually, he picks a color, and he drops a gem like the zombie, but it's viral in a good way. He'll drop one down here that's red, and every time you drop a gem, it'll turn things around it red. So after he's done a few moves, he might have just an ocean of red at the bottom of his board. All right, and he can pick whatever color that is advantageous. As long as he just stacks up whatever he wants next to it that's the wrong color, it'll turn.
You guys are going to have...
Oh, here we go. Here's the nuke.
Oh,
there it is.
wow,
Ah, he picked a weak color, though. He didn't drop it all the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys are going to have, like...
There's that drain. There's
and-
that drain.
Ooh, that's so dirty.
Later. Yeah, so now, see, and Akuji's the one that swaps the boards. So she's preventing him from having that happen.
Yeah, so
On purpose. That's smart. They're playing well. These are 2 good, well-matched characters.
Yeah, I was just
There it
saying,
is again.
Nope.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to get the
that's
swap.
so dirty. Oh, he has a swap. Okay.
Yeah, he's got that swap, but he's got to build it all the way up
Yeah.
to get it.
So you can have like a
She's doing
tutorial
a great job
for
of
all
keeping him out of it.
all the moves, all the attacks, or some
Yeah.
kind of a Man, you guys are gonna have some fun building that.
So here's a new thing too. We just started experimenting with this. You'll see a lot of these individual chains are connecting to look more like snakes, like lines.
Oh, dope.
So visually, that helps us let you know that we also reward, scoring-wise, long chains.
Long chains.
Long chains in the old games were just long chains. That was it. You got 1 point for everything that you broke. Let's say it's a 5 chain. We're going to give you bonuses for chains. The longer the chain, the better the bonus you're going to get. It's still not going to be as strong as building up those super gems, those big giant ones, which give you double points right out of the gate. But you're going to get bonuses for building up long chains.
So are there 2 ways to win? One with timer and one with overstack?
If you're playing with the timer, yeah. The overstack is the core way to win. You slam them and you choke them out.
Wait,
when you introduce timing, we have scoring in the back, you'll see. So when the timer runs out, it's going to be whoever has the higher score.
So,
score, huh?
Oh, so it's score based if timer runs out?
If the timer runs out, it's score based. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because how do you height and like blocks,
imagine
right?
a scenario. It has to be, right? Because the
be.
score genuinely reflects how well you were pulling combos, how well you were blowing stuff up. If it were just a matter of like who has more gems on their board when the timer runs out, doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You could have been outplaying me the whole time and got one good combo on me at the end, and then the timer hits. That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
weak.
So
yeah, it's based on score. If in that timing mode, you turn that timer off, and it's back and forth until you slam each other, and that's it.
Who's your go-to character? Who do you like?
God, right now I love Zombie. I play Johnny Turbo all the time right now because he's so fun and funny. And his power, I know, drives people nuts. It's not much when you're testing and playing against an AI. They can't kick and scream at you. But I know that when I'm playing other people in the office, it drives them crazy. When I get that gem moving through molasses, it's a lot to deal with.
And who's the character that if somebody really wants to win, they're just like, I'm going to pick this character. It just seems he's so dirty or she's so dirty or she's just so well-rounded or whatever.
Well, like you would, we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to make sure that there's always some kind of counterbalance if you know what you're doing. If you just jump in here with 2 brand new players and somebody realizes they can swap that board, then they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, okay.
And if the other player's not reacting and trying to drain you or do some of the counter moves, then that's the thing. Zombie comes in with those viral gems, and if the match goes on long enough, his whole board just turns into just garbage.
Then that is where the tag mode probably shines the best.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're worried about getting countered, try counter 2 characters.
Yep.
Just for the, like, if one falls short on something, good luck on this other one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And if, we have, like I said, we have those moves like Solange has a move where she takes all. If I drop a huge attack on you, and let's say I drop, 20 blocks on your head, and they're all sitting there at 5 counters, and I go ahead and let them all tick down, and you're just about ready to turn those over and whatever. Her special counts them all the way back up to 9, so they go way past 5. She puts them all up at 9, and in a tag scenario, you're just like, I can't deal with this. I got a bunch of 9s on my head. They're going to be here forever. I don't have time to wait. Swap, get that other guy in.
And do they share super?
No, they have their own individual ones, so that you can't. Yeah. So in the tag mode, you're going to get access to 4 different supers, 2 offensive and 2 defense, because each character is going to come in with their own. Hydra Knight from Hydra Castle Labyrinth, another Hashimoto indie game. Same as Akuji the Demon, the guy who swaps
You
the
guys
board.
added some bass to this.
Yep.
To the music here. That's good.
All the original music is outstanding. I don't know if you can hear it on the stream right now with everything going on, but the music is awesome. You'll see that in the intro video that we've released. You can check out our Twitter and see the intro video and all that. The music is outstanding.
Yeah, I have to say, all the stuff I've heard so far is pretty good.
Yeah.
Sour, please. Can we get these characters in Blade Strangers too? Oh my god.
Several of these characters are in Blade Strangers, yeah. Yeah, we saw Helen playing earlier. She's a big character in Blade Strangers. Quote, obviously, seen in Blade Strangers. Curly, seen in Blade Strangers. Solange, seen in Blade Strangers. So you'll see a lot of these 2 particular Nicalis crossover universes. You'll see a lot of familiar faces. And it's awesome because you come in here and it's a totally different look at the same kind of character. Totally different gameplay, totally different aesthetic, obviously.
So the Nuke, does that come out at a specific drop time or?
Yeah, we have it randomized. So it used to be
randomized.
Yeah. So the classic diamond that you're used to seeing would come out on what, like the 20th turn,
20th
or the
25th or something around there.
So you would always bank on it, and there's actually, you know, a cheap method, I guess. It's depending on your tournament etiquette, where a lot of players would just, as fast as they could, bank up the sides, and then blam, hit the nuke, clear out, have a nice new. You know, it's got a dampener on it, so it doesn't give you full credit and everything else, but it really kind of becomes something that's frustrating. We wanted to make sure that it had a little more meat to it, you know. So we do a randomization of it. So you can't depend on, it'll be the same in the drop pattern. Obviously, each character's drops are equal, right? Everything comes down equal. The faster you go through, the quicker you get through your patterns and everything else. But that nuke might come out on the 20th. It might come out on the 23rd. It might come out on the 28th. We got a range, so you know we want you to expect it at some point, but we don't want it to be perfect math. I'm just going to bang, 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 bang up the sides. Here we go. Next one's my nuke. Go do it. And so we wanted to avoid that a little bit, and break it up. And
do the characters get the same block colors?
Yes.
Come down? Okay.
Yeah. So obviously, if you're running through the line faster than the other guy, but you're going to get the same patterns coming down. So all things even.
Got it.
You're going to take all the same crystals. You're going to line them up different way. You know, obviously, you give the same bunch of blocks to crystals. You give the same bunch of crystals to 100 different people. What we want to see is everybody lining them up 100 different ways, and that's what you get.
Cool.
This quote's nasty too. He just creates out of thin air, depending on how high it was. He just dropped 3 full rows on you for a full 3 version of his power. He can also take and put that grid in the middle of your board or on top of your board and convert anything that's already there. He doesn't have to always create new stuff. He can just block you with new blockers right in the middle of what you were doing.
I like the fact that one of the supers was manipulate what colors are what, you know, just mess with your attack pattern by literally pinpointing them out.
Yeah, another one of the ones that we have that basic pinpoint type of gameplay. Tina Hawkins from 1001 Spikes, she has a move where she turns on her own board and she draws her gun and she can snipe out particular ones. So if you've got a couple of nice same color chains that are just blocked by one gem and it's just like, oh man, that red's in my way. That's her super. She comes in there, she snipes that one out, they fall into a big line or a big super gem, you know, and you blow it out that way. So she's got that same kind of thing with a different approach.
Now, stepping away from gameplay for a bit, are there any plans for alternate costumes?
Absolutely.
For characters, titles, like stuff like that.
Right now, we're working on the badges system.
The badge
so that
system.
Can get, you can get decorated according to how you play with each character. In terms of new skins, we have new color skins, you know, like the classic kind of, you know, you want to play red Ryu, white Ryu, gray Ryu, all that. So we have that going on. Those will be part of the unlock system too. You're gonna, you know, beat the game with a certain character, get a new skin. It won't be a wholesale costume change out the gate, but assuming, you know, that everything goes well and we get a good community going, you know, we're no stranger to updating our games and adding new content. You know, we've done it with Isaac, we've done it with all kinds of other games that we've got going on. And we'll see. You know, obviously that's kind of a staple. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
our roster as it is 19 characters and it's all 3D. So when you build a whole other character just because you wanted to change his hat to backwards mode or something, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a pretty big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, but we can give you a whole new color. That's not a big deal.
Okay. Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, it's the customizations is always a big, you know, a big fan favorite.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Alternate costumes, colors.
Yeah. And by the time, you know, we're talking about this many characters, there's going to be so much stuff for you to chase. You're going to unlock parts of the new game modes that way, you know, things like that. So you're really going to, the hope is that the more you play this thing, the more you expand and the more you have to see.
Awesome.
Yeah, nice. Oh, there he goes. Got a little bit of a recovery. Nice smack.
Split power gems.
So, oh man, that's a nasty move too. You can be building up all the super gems you want. You might have, you know, 1 or 2 of every color on there, and you're just one bomb away from setting off a massive chain. Well, Knight's move comes in here, and depending how strong he pulls it off at, he might put the wrong color in the corner of every single one of those and totally mess up your board. At lower levels, he's only going to break a couple, and if you get lucky, they'll be the ones at the top, so you can't deal with them. But at full strength, he's going to bust up everything that you've got.
Kilby,
Yo.
are you ready to play this on day one? Actually,
yes.
Wait, you know what? Do you want to get in on this right now?
We like
Yes.
All right.
That would be wild
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
could.
Let
Let me see how badly I can break the game real quick.
No, dude, let's get in there, dude.
Yeah,
All right,
it's early.
So yeah,
so,
let's
so
after this game, me and you will play. How's that? All right. And try and get in there. You can commentate and let everybody knows. Actually, maybe I can play from here. I could probably play from here.
Balos, this is another Cave Story character. This is the best
very
best
happy.
ending boss character. Yeah.
Like playing from the monitor,
I
Alex?
can play from here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say these monitors.
Yeah, I know.
A little bit of latency.
For sure.
It's so awesome to hear this on the whole house sound, you know? So
Yeah,
great.
that's what I was saying. Like the bass is really good, and like the music just sounds really dope. Yo, this guy
can
is mad happy. Is he like a villain?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just ask, like, please release a soundtrack edition? I love soundtracks.
Are you familiar with our other Switch stuff? We've had mini soundtracks put right into the case. We're the only people putting stuff in the box on Switch right now.
I haven't actually. My apologies.
Oh,
I
that's
haven't.
fine,
I haven't
that's
bought
fine.
any of your
No,
physical Switch
It's just
stuff.
funny that you would ask that. We've actually put soundtrack mini discs in a bunch of our Switch releases already.
Oh, I mean, I would love a full soundtrack. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm a big sucker for that sort of thing. But like what I'm hearing so far, I already want to buy the soundtrack.
Yeah, all original music. No little library tunes that we just went out and rented. Nothing like that.
Oh wait, real? Not even like say a nod to Cave Story or anything like that?
You'll hear familiar music for sure.
I mean, like
new arrangements.
Like a
all new arrangements.
like Cave Story and Isaac rearrangements would be.
Yep. You'll definitely get that.
Oh, you're giving her
Oh,
the
that
big,
man,
the
nice.
big ball.
Slam.
Nice nuke. Wait, what's constrict?
Oh,
Excuse me?
What?
Yep, that's Balos right there. So
I'm sorry?
He's put walls on the sides of your board. This is actually a direct nod to his level in Cave Story, where the walls are closing in on you when you're trying to escape the best ending.
And how long does that last?
You'll see. Depending on how strong it was when he pulled it off, it'll
right.
last a certain number of turns. You see that timer at the bottom ticking down. So there they go. Now, if you do that well, and you've got them all filled up and choked out, that's going to be a really gnarly move. If you just try to do that willy-nilly, you're going to see those walls will blow out and give you room down the sides. So that can backfire on you too. You gotta use it well.
And how do you activate an offensive super or defensive super?
They're on the shoulders.
The shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So defensive's always on the left right now. Offense always on the right. And you pump it when you do it. So if you want to use a full 3-stage super, you're going to go bang, 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 and it's going to pump through all those. If you just want to use 2, boom, boom. If you just want to use 1, boom.
So it's kind of like how you do like the level 1, level 2 supers in Blade Strangers?
Exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly. And you're gonna think through that because there's a cooldown on when you can use it again. So it's not like you can just spam 1, 1, 1 and really just keep them on the ropes that way. There's going to be some fairness there.
And do chains or big blocks do the most damage output right now?
Chains involving big blocks are the way to go.
The way to go.
So anytime that you can get cascades, chains, boom, drop, boom, drop, boom, drop. When those drops are starting to involve bigger blocks, those big super gems, those crystals, that's when you really will build up those big things. But if you went chain to chain to chain on the longer lines, that's going to get you excellent. There's definitely patterns and moves in here that will drop 99 and fill the board. You can one-shot somebody. If you can set up a combo well enough, by the time you're doing stuff like 3 chains, you're a very serious player. Two chains happen all the time on accident.
He's about to give it to him.
If you can get a 3 chain in here, or a 4 chain, then you're really starting to get into the advanced players. 5 chain, come on, like you're gonna dump a ton on their head. Even if it's actually kind of weak, if you can set up a good 5 chain, you're gonna get a nice little dump. Maybe I should choose different terminology.
What's the loss condition, by the way? Is it like 3rd column on the left, or if you top on the 3rd column on the left?
Yes, yeah. That.
Oh, it's two rounds.
That drop alley,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
best out of 3. So and you can set that too in the options. You can have best out of 5. So yeah, it's you can see where it's dropping right there. That's the origin, the drop alley.
Oh, so it's third on the right.
Yeah, third from the right. So the minute you chuck that out, and a lot of those supers too, we were dealing with when we were building that stuff. Like Quote, for example, if he wants to just build all those brand new blockers at the top of your board, it kind of started feeling cheap. Like you can just use that move to instantly kill me. So there's actually a little safety zone you'll see. When you try to push stuff up in there, there's going to be a zone where in that drop alley, it won't produce those things. So you have a 1 split-second fighting chance, even if they've used that super way up there.
All right.
Can I actually make a small
Are we
recommendation?
ready to play?
Sure, yeah.
So, like, you know in Puyo,
Uh-huh.
at least in the newer Puyo games, there's an X on the third
Is
column
this
on the
player
left. That's
two?
the dead zone.
Yep.
Maybe like
All right.
a red
Well,
color that's sell red.
Kelby.
As the dead zone?
That's effectively what we're doing, yeah.
Okay, cool.
We need to mark it, you know, so you can see. But you'll see when we do some of those specials, you'll see exactly that. So it indicates that's a safe zone.
Yeah, I'm about to kill
you
Alex
wanna,
right now.
you want to have him jump in?
Yeah. No, he's gonna play over there. I'll play from here. So, yeah.
Who's number one?
I think he's number 1. Yeah,
Okay.
normal.
Jen.
Yeah, he's number 1.
If any bugs happen, if it be ready to go and reset.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
I just want to make sure if we got somebody driving. Player 2, hit your button to come in. Or are they gonna get you going? There we go. All right, stay away from Thompson in the middle, the president Thompson, and stay away from the ninja in the top right.
All right, let me.
I'm gonna guide you through. That's Akuji.
I know everybody wants to see. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Oops.
You can hit your back button and
yeah, I got
repick.
It. Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Adam Astro Boy and Quote.
And then start. Hey, hit it one more time. There you go.
There we go.
All right. The power of wireless. Yes. Yes. All right, man. Are you ready? Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's do this.
Oh, we got a long load. They might need to reset.
Oh, is it a long load? No, just it's all good, guys. This is a super early build of the game. So
Yeah, this is as sneak peeks get. Like I said, this is the second time we've ever even shown it. So. Clear it all out, get good.
yeah, all I want to do is fly on them with my big black boots.
You'll get your chance.
Don't worry,
You'll
Kilby.
get your chance right now.
It's
Here
gonna
we go.
be nice and Astro Boyish.
All right, you're good to go. All right, back up. Yep. 9-4, perfect.
Okay. Okay.
I'm excited. I love watching people who haven't touched it yet get their hands on it.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, you're gonna use your little gun at me. That's cute. I'm flying. Yeah. I got
There
the
you
red
go.
boots. I got the red boots.
One on the big board.
Oh man.
Up will slam instantly
that's
down
right.
for you too. Down will fast fall, up will slam. And once you get used to it, I can't recommend that wrapping highly enough, man. That really gets you out of a lot of jams. There we go. That'll be a nice little setup. Boom, nice. There's 2.
Already?
That's a stage 1, so he's only going to drop 4 new bits on you.
Oh, that's it? Weak sauce.
There you go. He keeps a tidy board. You're pushing for big chains. I can see it.
Yep.
see what we got. Let's see what we got. Uh-oh, this might hurt. Oh, no, he's defensive. He went defensive.
He went defensive?
He doesn't have anything up there, so it didn't do anything for him. Quotes defensive, slams down a missile on the sides and kind of burrows out a trench for him. There's that nuke.
All right, now he's going to feel pain. What did I do?
That was your super. Basically, that speeds up or slows down his cursor, according to which one you use. So he's kind of forced to play at real high speeds and can't deal.
Counter creation?
He's coming right back.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming in?
Yeah.
He's giving me the business? Oh, it's close.
Oh, here we go. That's a lot of red that he's going to... Oh, this is going to hurt.
Oh,
I think... Oh, there it is.
Oh.
You still there?
Yeah,
there you go. He got you on the time.
Yeah, he got me. You got me on the time. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, he's setting up. Oh, man, if he had that red, he could have had a 3-chain right there. There's a 2. That's still nice. Oh, that's full. That's going to sting a little.
Oh, wait.
You're in trouble. You're blocked out on the sides. Now he's going to... Oh, that's you. That's you arranging your own stuff. So, so Astro's defensive one, you get basically a cursor that rotates as you want, so you can manipulate your colors around.
Hey, run that back. You gotta run that back.
3 games max. 3 games max, bro.
Rematch. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Okay, then. Okay.
Let me see if I can crush Jeremy's head. I can get Victor. I can get Victor. And I can get Jeremy.
Okay. I picked that cheap dude.
Which one? Akuji with the big swap?
The vampire-looking guy?
Oh yeah. Remember, you got to build that all the way up.
Yeah. And that's what I like to do. Is like to build the big ones. Coming for him. I'm coming.
Yeah, I recommend if he gets the tables turned on you a little bit and you're starting to choke out, just save it and just use it. And he's just going to be like, what?
Oh, no.
Filling the super meter is all about breaking gems, so start blowing stuff up and get that thing filled. There we go. There we go. Akuji's power is full, so there you got to get all 3 to get it used. Nice, nice. That's one nice thing too. That nuke, we don't give you full credit on the drops, but we do give you full credit on the buildup of the super. There he goes.
You can't change it that bad. Oh,
when you get a chance to use it,
enjoy, 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 baby. Arr! Give it to him. Arr!
Where is it?
Where'd it go?
Oh no!
Hey! What?
Oh no! It didn't, it didn't go.
What happened? Oh,
There you go.
it was
Sneak
too
peek.
much. It was
Sneak
too
peek.
much.
It was too intense.
Dude, I was going to drop the biggest load all over you, baby. I'm all about dropping the big loads, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, all right. I was on to you, man. I was definitely on to you.
Yeah. Welcome to game development again. There you go. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
What are you playing? Dragon Ball? Free Rich, right? Yeah, dude. Okay.
Oh, I think I got him this time, dude.
All right.
I got it, dude. Ooh. So I was just gonna swap. Is that what it was?
Yeah, straight up. He went through. Yeah, he went through the animation. You just didn't get the effect.
Yeah. So
You'll see. You know, he'll kind of come up with his hands. We have effects that aren't there yet. Swap out so you know what's going on. Oh, that would have been beautiful. That was a perfect use for it too. That would have been beautiful.
So, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I know his. I know his style. He likes breaking a lot of little bits and pieces. I'll just build up crap, and then
All right,
charge up meters.
Fingers
so.
crossed, man.
All right, dude. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Unfinished games. Is the chat blowing up too? Like, what happened? It didn't go.
Are you ready for this, dude? Are you ready to receive? Yeah. You're about to get Superman, bro.
What?
And we got Fortnite and all kinds of stuff happening in here.
Oh,
This is great.
it's another stream. going
They're
on.
going to run through it again. They got to get it to reload.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, dude.
What do you think
the
so
load
far?
is coming, dude. It's
Oh, we got to go get back to a mic.
yeah. He's gonna say his piece real quick. Hey, you can actually play it through the monitor.
I could.
You could.
So I could talk trash on you on stream
Yeah,
instead.
let's do it. Let's do that.
Soon as I can get the controller back.
If he pulled off that Superman, it was going to hurt.
Yeah,
That was gonna hurt.
Oh, it
Does
was
it
gonna
actually add garbage on top of the field swap? I saw the field swap and I was like,
It's tough. If you pull it right, you can do the swap and then drop an attack right after. So if you set it up well enough and know what you've got coming in, let's say I'm looking at your board and you've got a red, nice red buildup, and I got a red next, then I'm going to swap on you. You're going to get my garbage. I'm going to hit that red that was yours, and I'm going to dump it on your head.
okay.
So there is all kind of tactics in there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put you in, like, go let them know to give you a style.
Yeah, if only this build was less of a pre-alpha.
Yeah, yeah. Very, very early. So that's kind of the price you pay,
Hashtag.
Thank you for having us, though. Thanks for giving us this opportunity.
I
This
am
is
so
excellent.
old school,
this
man.
This is outstanding.
Hey, check it out. I am so old school. Back then, when I used to want, cable TV, and I wanted to watch like movie channel or
I'm
Showtime.
I'm not gonna age
Showtime,
myself, man.
You know what I'm saying? and it was a little scrambly.
Mhm.
Sometimes it would just have one line.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you would get the whole
And
thing.
you get that hint. Yep, yep.
Same thing, man.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, we are ready? Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. What's your,
All right, fingers crossed if you get to pull it off that we swap it out. We know that one. That normally works.
Yeah.
The
Huh?
swap, that's normally works.
What?
The swap.
No, you yeah, maybe.
get that first? All right. So
Oh, yeah, we are ready. Yeah, baby. Oh.
what's your name?
Just drop stuff.
Not on mine or no? Okay. How do you say your name again?
Oh. Sure. Cool. Because this is what I'm building.
Oh man, he's laying it on you.
cool.
Oh, you got him. You got him on the ropes anyway.
Yeah, I do. Nothing. That didn't do nothing. Nothing.
Ain't so bad. Ain't so bad.
No. Oh. Oh, you're in trouble.
Oh,
all right,
see.
dude. Are you ready for this?
Fingers crossed.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Come on,
Let's go.
Come on, go. No.
Ah!
It's not going again.
No. Ah!
Defeated by yourself.
Yo, my super is so big, it just.
It's too much.
Yo, it is
It's
way
too
too
much to
much for you, man. All right, I gotta pick another. I gotta pick a new character.
The game knows.
The game knows.
It feels bad. It feels bad for what's gonna happen.
Yo, that was it. That was a wrap for you, dude.
I didn't need that. I don't need that. If that super wasn't broken, I'll handle it.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to see it go. I just want to prove it's there.
All right. Well, we're gonna
Jump around somebody. See what else we got.
All right. How about somebody else has a similar thing? A big swap or something.
You want to try? Well, zombies tough because he's gonna get a lot of same color dropped on you. Oh, you know what? Try. See what happens. Try Johnny Turbo. See what happens. He's got that slowdown because he likes to play quick. He likes to slam, and it's gonna cut him off.
Okay.
The higher you build it up, the longer he's going to be going through that slowdown. And that's offensive too. That's on that right one.
I'm gonna get him. Call loaded up. I want to get in there. Yo, look at my outfit, baby. Yo, that looks like Odie. Yo, that looks like Odie. That's one of our staff guys. Oh my god! All right.
Has an outfit like that?
Probably. Oh, look at this nice thing I'm building. Look at this. Okay. I'm just gonna give him some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, give it to him. That was that dude.
Is that the offensive? Did you pull that?
Yeah,
that's gonna slow. See him? That's as fast as. See? He's already. You can hear him yelling already.
Yeah, buddy.
There he goes. He worked through. It's brutal for players that like to slam and do all those instant falls.
Yeah.
That move is brutal. He's got those good chains setting up.
Sorry. Oh, I'll get him too. Sometime.
Slow him down again.
What is he gonna do?
Oh, now he's gonna blow a bit of a trench through, so he's gonna cut down some of his stuff.
Oh, you only broke one?
Yeah, because he used a weak one. So tell him to pump it if he wants to get a full one.
I'm not telling him nothing.
What an excellent strategy.
That's right. Oh no!
No.
Oh, we in there. Oh no! Give me a red! Give me a red! I gotta give it to him. That's right. I took the shot, so I can do that to you.
Oh, he's right after. Break that out.
It's all right. Oh man. Oh.
That's the one.
What does it do?
He's got you. You're way up there.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right. Oh. Just gonna mess with them for a little bit.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah, just right out of the gate. See what that even does. Oh.
You can see the lip. He starts biting his lip.
What's up, Kyobi? I'm not teaching him nothing. Oh, what word? Oh, messed up. I messed up. Oh, down there? That was a bad move. Should have did it in the top.
Yep.
Yeah, blue.
Oh, that
I
blue's
gotta do it. I
good.
gotta do it. I gotta do
Bump
it.
through 2 levels. Here we go. Gonna last a little longer here.
Yep.
Oh, he got that blue right away. Oh, man.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. No, switch.
He's got coming out.
He got me.
more.
He got
there
me.
You go.
Good game, man. Good game. All right.
Good job, guys.
GG's.
Crystal Crisis.
Oh, man. Well, Chris, thank you so much
Oh, thanks for having
for
me.
letting us play this game.
Yeah, absolutely. This was great.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
Hey, you know what, man? You lucked.
I lucked out because you're super crap
My
at the game.
vampire guy was about to put the load all up in your blocks, baby. So,
Look, man, if that super actually worked, I would be ready for it. I'm ready.
ready.
I'll give you on the second one. I think that first one would have been a surprise. I do.
But yeah, so Crystal Crisis, any time frame of release?
We're looking at fall. That's as specific as we're going to get.
Awesome.
So,
Okay, fall. So this year,
Yep. Yep.
online play, fall, day 1, me and you, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you, dude.
Yeah, you ready to lose?
Oh man, you're ready to get vampired.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when Vampire actually works, right?
Yeah, when it works.
Yeah,
when it all works.
that's exactly where we're at right now, making sure everything works. Fixing.
All right, guys. Again, big shout-outs to Chris from Nicalis showing us Crystal Crisis. Coming up next is going to be the Blade Strangers tournament,
Absolutely.
where
Stick around.
top
for sure.
3 finalists will win some awesome prizes, cash prizes for the first place, second place, and third, but Nintendo Switch prize for the grand prize winner. So stay tuned, guys. Blade Strangers coming up next.
Yeah, very cool. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Yep.